It's harmless. We can say and do whatever. We can normalize bad behavior. Because who is it hurting? It's hurting everybody, whether it be the scammer, the creator, or the audience. It absolutely helps her narrative. But I swear to you, there are a million people who say, oh, I don't body shame. Oh, I would never go real life. I don't do this and I don't do that. And yet I see them sitting in there, enjoying it, liking, sharing, becoming super fans of the very behavior they claim they don't have anything to do with. Make it make sense. And then on the other side of it, you have a Maggie who realizes that the higher amp she gets, the more rude she gets, the more she acts like she doesn't care what anybody says or what anybody does, gets her more money. And so the more she's going to do, the more extreme she's going to get.
So I just wanted to say, if I can talk on Becky.
Absolutely.
Okay. I was in that live last night, and
you can read about it on our website. And then happening in
we
Jackson,
paused.
Prisoner of War, Missing in Action Remembrance Day. There will be a special ceremony at Camp Lejeune Memorial Gardens at 6:30 p.m. More details on our website.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. So I was in that live last night, and the way he was talking to her, it started where he was supposedly just listening to some music while she was doing her battles, and he kept starting like slamming his fist down on the table, and she was trying to ignore it because she always tries to ignore him and the boys when she's doing her battles. And it was scary. And then the way he started talking to her, it was F this, F you, F that. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I'm going. And she kept telling him, you're not leaving. You're not going. You're not going to go get more beer. You're not driving. You're drunk. You're not driving. And he was, just with his vulgar mouth, just, tearing it up. And it's not the first time that he's gone at her verbally. He claims, and she claims, that he's never put his hands on her, but the fear that I saw in her eyes when she kept looking down, because she kept looking down at the phone, and normally she would answer responses back. Oh, I'm not afraid of him. He's not going to, something like that. But last night or this morning, because it was real early this morning, it was around 1:00 in the morning. And
yeah, that's true.
The look that she kept looking down, people were like, Becky, what's wrong? Becky, do you need us to do something? Blink if you need help, things like that. Not being sarcastic, but people being serious.
Right.
Because
it was a serious situation.
Yeah, and he has gone off on her before, but not like this. I've been in multiple of her lives, because I know a lot of people don't follow her because of the fact that she's boring.
Oh, I don't follow because she's racist, but that's okay.
That too, but people normally don't watch because her lives are boring, because she just sits there. She doesn't interact much with the chat. But this morning it was very frightening.
Very.
And
I agree.
I have to tell you, as soon as I heard it, I had PTSD from domestic violence. I've been through this before. It's the fear that I saw in her. As soon as I saw it, it kicked something inside of me. My first husband passed away because a drunk driver hit him.
I'm so sorry.
I've never fully recovered from it. And when I saw that fear in her eyes, even though I know she was trying to hide it, I'm going to be 100% with y'all. And I don't care who hates me for this. I have never helped her in any way. When I go into her lives, I just sit there. I don't say anything. I just listen and I take notes down, and I'll go and I'll talk about it with other people, with other,
I know what you mean, but other
yeah,
creators. Go ahead.
exactly. But I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. I was the one that called the police.
Good for you.
I was the one that called the police. I've called the police on him one other time before when I heard him getting riled up at her like this. But I couldn't. I'm sorry.
It's okay, honey. It's okay.
I
I
can't.
100. You did that because he was putting other lives at risk, including his own.
He was, and my thing though is if he was the one to pass away because of it, so be it. He put himself in that situation. But to take the life of another person that has nothing to do with you or your issues, drinking, your alcoholism, I mean, to do this to another family, it's not right. It's not fair.
It's not.
And the fact that he knew what he was doing, and she even said he needs help, but he won't get help because he doesn't see that he has a problem, just like any other drug user, alcoholic, just they don't ever see that they have a problem.
Correct.
But for him to do that, and I'm sorry, the fear that I saw in her, I could hear her sons in the background. Even Alexander sitting there telling him not to go,
Right.
to stay. And you could hear Carl, you could hear all of them. And her mother being there at the same time.
Right. And her mother having to get up at that time to
And
go get the car because otherwise it would have been impounded, and they don't have the money for that.
And the police did something for them that I have never in my life seen them do in any other town, any other city I've ever been in. They took her, her mother, to the police station to get the car so she could bring it back.
Yep.
And so now, I mean, yes, and he was going to use the money because Alexander goes to school in another town.
Right.
So they drive him back and forth every single day. So they needed that money, which now I kind of feel, it's like in a way I feel bad because now it put her more in a financial situation where it's going to cost a lot more. But and I'm sorry for her, but I would rather much that situation than for him to take somebody else's life.
Absolutely.
I do feel bad for Becky when he gets home because I am afraid now that he is going to take it out on her, even though she knows that somebody on TikTok is the one that called. But she didn't know who. But I'm guessing everybody in the world will know who now because it was me, and I'm not afraid to say it was me.
And you should stand tall and proud.
I could not let that happen to somebody else because I have never recovered from it. And it's been, oh my gosh, it's been like almost 20 years.
Wow. That you can't get over that.
You can't.
There's no getting over it.
He was the love of my life. I mean, he was. And yeah.
I'm so sorry. But I first of all, you need to feel no shame whatsoever. You 100% did the right thing. You might have saved her last night because he was out of control.
He was. It was. I have never heard him get this bad. Never, ever. Normally he'll sit there and he'll, say little rants and raves and this and that. But then he'll go to bed. He'll go to bed and she's left, okay, now I have peace and quiet. Now, I can do what I do because she does. The reason she battles is because she does try to raise money for her family.
Right.
She's not begging like other beggars do. Send me this, send me that.
She used to, but she doesn't now.
Yeah, she used to, but now she's doing just the gifting thing, which I've never gifted her. Like I said, I've never done anything to help this woman except for calling the police. Y'all don't need to gift me, but thank you. You really don't.
That's people showing you that they support what you did and they don't want you to feel bad about it.
And I hope that no other group, I hope that they don't take this in the wrong way. I really hope they don't, because I was just trying to help her. I was trying to help her kids.
Listen, don't worry about them. I have a saying: if they don't feed you, fund you, or fuck you, their opinion of you does not matter.
Exactly.
So you did the right thing. And if somebody else has a problem with it, they can kick rocks.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
You will always be welcome here. You are the kind of people that we need in the community.
Thank you. I'm sorry for falling apart.
It's okay. It's okay. This is a safe space for everybody. And it's important that people hear these stories because we don't know how many people in here may have a husband, a son, a daughter, a wife that drinks too much and doesn't actually recognize how dangerous it is.
It is, and it nine times out of 10, when there's an accident involving a DUI or anybody that's intoxicated for that matter, 9 times out of 10, they're not the ones that die. They're not the ones
Nope.
that end up, leaving this world. It's the people, the innocent people that had nothing to do with it.
One of the reasons why that is the case is because the person inebriated doesn't freeze. They don't tense up. Their body goes with the accident. Where the person who can see the accident happening tenses and they start to try to maneuver, and that's part of the reason why they end up more hurt than the person who was actually drunk.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but hopefully they don't just pass this off because this is the first time he's been arrested and just say, oh, it's no problem, probation, not even probation, but just promise not to do it. Hopefully it's not just a slap on the wrist, because if he continues, it's only going to get worse, and it runs the risk of the community around him.
Mm-hmm. And it's not the first time that he's done it. It's not the first time he's drunk. Yeah, it's not.
She said she rode with him one time, and it was so scary that she refuses to ride with him when he's drunk.
I was so scared.
For DUI. He was arrested for DUI.
I was so scared that Alexander was with him, because a lot of the times he goes with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was scared at first because when I was on the phone with the police, I still had the live up, but I was on the phone with them trying to talk to them about what was going on. And, of course the police are familiar with that family. They're very familiar with them. But I didn't know, and I even told them, I said, I'm not even sure if his son Alexander is with him or not.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Give me 1 moment. I'll be right back.
Melly, Alexander is his son, but I'm not 100% sure about Carl. We're talking about Becky. Yeah, I think Carl is from a previous relationship. Thank y'all very much. I really appreciate it. Y'all don't need to do anything. I couldn't let it happen to somebody else. Jennifer, I called the police last night because Becky's husband was extremely intoxicated and he was going to drive. He in a rage, and he was going to go drive to go get more beer. They got him. They arrested him. I'm honestly just scared now that other communities here within the awareness group is going to, take this and spin it the wrong way. But I honestly was just doing it to help her because I saw the fear in her eyes.
You didn't do the wrong thing. And again, don't worry about what other people think. You've come here, you've explained it. There are 443 people in here. So this is who we're talking about for anybody that's wondering. Her name used to be Becky Fortney or Dog Mama. Now it's Dog Lover.
Yeah.
I just didn't bother to change it because I didn't want to be gone for any longer. But this is the woman we are talking about. Y'all, wait, hold on. Yeah, y'all keep going. I think it's going to make me pause.
The net is obviously big. And it's cool for me to see John Cena kind of do this retirement tour, whatever you call it. Yeah, John's gonna.
And I hope I did, Sherry, I hope I did save somebody else's life. I really do.
You did. I bet you did. And again, including his own. And maybe the people in the house. Because if he had gotten it, got home and continued to drink, we have no idea what would have went on in that home.
Exactly.
So you absolutely did the right thing. And I guarantee you, while she might not say it in front of him, she's probably appreciative as well.
I really hope so. I really hope
And
so.
it gave him the opportunity to sleep it off. He got watched. She knew he was someplace safe. She was able to go to bed. She probably is worried and all of that stuff, but at least he wasn't in there drunk. He was going to be able to be somewhere safe and sleep it off. You did the right thing. I know when I talk about going real life, people are like, well, it's all or nothing. That's not the case. When somebody's life is at risk, when something can go terribly wrong, if it's the DV situation, if it's children, if it's animals, that's not wrong. And you did it responsibly.
I
So
did. I mean,
please do not feel bad.
I see what she goes through in that house. I mean, she really does not have a spine when it comes to any of them. The only one that does not degrade her is Carl. I mean, he may cuss at her and say things, but he does not degrade her like Alexandra does and like her husband does.
Correct. One of the reasons why I stopped talking about her, and I remember saying it specifically in a live, I was like, her life is bad enough. They all treat her like trash. She doesn't have a say about anything. And
No.
unfortunately, they have trained her to see it as an okay thing. She'll be like, his dad doesn't discipline them, so.
No, and
Like, girl, what?
she's not even allowed to touch the TV remote. She's not even allowed to
Right.
change the TV or even turn the volume down. She's not allowed to do anything.
Correct.
It's
I'm
it's
sorry, no filter.
it's sad.
It is sad.
But I just heard when y'all started talking about her, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I need to tell somebody."
Well, I'm glad you did it here where you could get support and you could hear that no, you didn't do anything wrong. Not a single thing.
I appreciate it, really. I do, from everybody, from you, and from everybody.
I'm sorry what you went through, but your story could help so many people. So keep telling your story.
I mean, that's not that's not even all of it, but that's just
That part of it, right?
yeah. I've been through domestic violence multiple times, and I know that fear. I know that worry. And it's not something when you're in those situations, that's not something that you ever forget. That look is not something that you ever forget.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you coming up. I appreciate what you did. And I think you should be proud of yourself.
Thank you. I will go ahead and step down so you can continue on. But again, thank you.
Okay, thank you too.